Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social session, children, where we were learning about the disaster management. That too, the human-induced disasters we were not learning. We were learning about the natural disasters. So under that, we have seen the first as tsunami and then followed as a drought. So yesterday, I was telling you about the impact of drought on the human life, like scarcity of food grain, scarcity of fodder, life of the cattle will be at risk. So we have seen about malnutrition, especially for children, and distress, sale and mortgage of land. The farmers sell their land because there was no hope of cultivating it. So how to cope up with this drought? Drought is nothing but the scarcity of water is called as a drought. So we also learned when there is a normal rainfall, okay, if it is 20% more than the normal rainfall, it is called as a surplus rainfall. If it is 20% less than the normal rainfall, it is called as a deficient rainfall. So how do we cope up with this drought is, unlike the sudden disasters like drought being a slow onset disaster. It's not a rapid one. Floods occur rapidly. But whereas drought occurs slowly. So we can be prepared and respond and mitigate with this drought. Monitoring and early warning enables timely action by decision makers at the levels, at the state level, at the district level, at the village level. If you make the decisions and prepare for the coming drought, then we can cope up with this. And government, generally non-governmental organizations, local officials and other key players have taken an initiative to bring an awareness among the drought prone area. Prone area means जिधर पे drought regularly होती है, such areas are called as drought prone areas. In such areas, these non-governmental organizations have started water harvesting strategies. Water को, okay, they started saving them, harvest करना शुरू करें. Okay, so this water harvesting strategies have worked out in such areas, and this has led for the increase in the underground water, and even though there is a drought for 1-2 years, then they can cope up, they can manage at least one crop. So in urban areas, all the rainwater should be harvested as it falls over roofs of houses. Okay, घर के ऊपर, छत के ऊपर जब बारिश होती है, उसका पानी पूरा it will come down, and the easiest thing is to if you divert that water into a pit. Okay, घर के बाजू में एक पिट निकाल के उसके अंदर if you allow it to drain there, then it will sink. The water gets sunken and it recharges the groundwater. The rainwater may also be stored in the sumps or tanks which are built for this purpose. In certain places, with a simple filtering also, rainwater can also be the best source of drinking water also. Just a 2 or 3 step filtering करने से भी rainwater पीने के लिए, okay, rainwater is also very much good for the drinking. So with a few filtering process, you can also make it as a source of drinking water. And these days, watershed development programs have been carried out. Watershed, okay, development programs. So what is this watershed development? Watershed mean, so the government is implementing integrated watershed management program. It is called as IWMP, integrated watershed management program. It is called as, this is being implemented by the government in the drought prone areas in order to reduce the impact of the drought. So what happens here under this program, what they do is they strengthen the community and enable them to plan for proper utilization of natural resources. वो जगह पे नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज जो भी मिल रही है उसको एफिशिएंटली यूज़ करने के लिए प्लानिंग करती है. एंड लैंड यूज बेस्ड ऑन इट्स कैपेबिलिटी हेल्प्स इन द ऑप्टिमम यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ द लैंड एंड वाटर as well as can prevent the misuse of the water. So the main purpose, the main activities included in the water harvesting program is afforestation. बहुत सारे crops, बहुत सारे पेड़ पौधे उगाना, and promotion of the crops or trees and that require less water, and alternative livelihood also they show. Other than agriculture, they also show the agricultural diversification show करते, and it also helps in efficient use of the water. So these all are the programs involved in the integrated watershed management program. So are you a water spender or you are a water saver? ज़्यादा पानी खराब कर रहे आप, यूसेज कर रहे, नहीं तो कम पानी. If you are using less water, then you are a water saver. If you are using more than required, then you are called as a water spender. So let us find out whether you are a water saver or water spender with the help of the following questionnaire. The question is given at the in the textbook, and you must write down how much of water you use, how many liters of the water you use. Generally, for brushing teeth, how many waters is used? How much of water is used? There are user 1 and user 2 is there. User 1 uses 19 liters and user 2 is using 2 liters. With mug he is using to turn off water, he turns off water tap and he uses water with mug, so he is using 2 liters. But थोड़े लोग बेसिन के सामने, wash basin के सामने, okay, they open the water and they keep on brushing and the water goes on. So likewise 19 liters of water is wasted. So how many liters are you using? Okay, likewise there is a questionnaire for flushing, for cleaning vegetables, for dishwashing, for all these activities where we use water. How many liters of water is generally used by you? Make a list of it, write down in the book, and finally you add them up. Okay, पूरे add करें तो if your water usage is less than 200 liters, 200 liters से कम है, then you are eco hero, ecology hero, you are environmental hero, you are, because you are using very less water. If your water consumption is between 201 liters to 400 liters, then you are called as a water saver. You are saving water. Okay, you are called as a water saver. But if you are using 400 to 600 liters, okay, 600 liters, you are called as water spender. You are spending water a lot. If you are using for all these activities more than 600 liters, okay, 600 liters से ज़्यादा पानी यूज़ कर रहे हैं आप ये एक्टिविटीज़ के लिए, then you are called as water villain. Okay, you are called as villain. See, if you are using less than 200, you are a hero. If you are using more than 600, you are called as a villain. So this is how we can understand about the water management in the drought-prone areas, children. With this, we have finished up the disaster management and even the syllabus also, children. Tomorrow I will give you the revision plan, children. Thank you.